Hello, dear students. Welcome back once again to Business Studies with Anubha. Chapter Staffing, Topic Recruitment. So, in our previous video, we have seen that the staffing process involves these steps: estimating manpower requirement, recruitment, selection, placement and orientation, training and development, performance appraisal, promotion and career planning, and compensation. Now we have to see them in detail one by one. These elements we will see. Now first is estimating the manpower requirement or manpower planning. So before recruitment, the organization needs to know that how much work is there in the organization, how much workload is there in the organization, and on the basis of that, they will find out how many people will be required to do that work. How many people and what type of people will be required to do the work. For example, if there are 4 departments: production department, marketing department, finance department, personnel department. Now, in each department, how many people will be required and what type of people? Suppose in marketing, 20 people are required, and the types means one is related with sales, another with market, this advertising, product design. All these things will be there in the that particular department. Now, when this workload analysis is done, we have to also find out the workforce, how much of workforce already exist or available with the organization. Suppose relating to that example only, in marketing department 20 people are needed. Now, if there are 18 people in the department, when we compare the result of workforce analysis with the result of workload analysis, we find that 20 were the required number and 18 are there employed in marketing department. That shows that this organization is understaffed. Understaffed means the number of people are less than the required number of people. So in that case, there will be overburden on the existing employees or workforce. Suppose in place of 20, there are 25 people in that department. So that is overstaffing, and that is a wastage of resources, human as well as financial resources of the organization. And if 20 are needed and 20 are employed already existing, then we have optimal staffing, optimally staffed, uh, that means ideal situation. So when there is understaffing, then there is need of recruitment, of process of searching for prospective employees and stimulating them to apply for job in an organization. So for the vacant job position in the organization, recruiting is done. That means how they are searching for the prospective employees. Prospective means the people who can become the employees in the organization in future. So पेपर में एडवर्टीज़मेंट के थ्रू या इंटरनेट में, जैसे आपने सुना होगा naukri.com, jobstreet.com या प्रोफेशनल नेटवर्किंग, लिंक्डइन, इन सब के थ्रू जो कंपनी है वो एम्प्लॉयज़ को ढूंढती है और उनको स्टिमुलेट करती है, इंड्यूस करती है, इनवाइट करती है कि दे शुड अप्लाई फॉर द जॉब इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Why? What is the purpose of recruitment? The object is to attract large pool of potential employees with necessary qualification for the jobs available in the organization. So if recruitment will be not done, then the company will have limited choice. Limited choice means they will not have that number of people with the necessary qualification available in their database that they can select the best. So for selecting the best, they need at least some number of people who have necessary qualification for the job available in the organization. Then there are two main sources of recruitment: internal sources and external sources. From the name itself, we can understand internal sources means from within the organization such people are recruited, whereas external sources means there are many External sources like direct recruitment, that is on factory gate the notice is displayed to invite the applicants, or casual callers, advertising, employment exchange, placement agencies and management consultants, campus recruitment, then employee recommendation, labor contractors, web publishing. So all these methods we will see in the next video lesson because it requires a little explanation, so that we will take up later. Today we are seeing only the internal sources. There are two internal sources of recruitment for the organization: transfers and promotions. Transfers means the horizontal shift in the position of worker. Suppose from one department to other. Clerk is transferred from accounts department to purchase department without increasing his rank, responsibilities of or status. So that is known as transfer. Promotion is vertical shift in the position of the worker. Suppose clerk is promoted to the post of accountant. So that is a promotion with increase in the ranks, responsibilities and status or prestige. So these two sources of recruitment have some of the advantages and some of the disadvantages. First advantage of internal sources is motivation, because the workers, the employees, they know that they will be promoted to higher position, क्योंकि promotion जो है वो उनका एक स्टेटस इशू है या एस्टीम नीड को फुलफिल करता है. तो दे आर मोटिवेटेड टू परफॉर्म टू देयर बेस्ट. वो अपना काम बहुत अच्छे से करने की कोशिश करते हैं ताकि उन्हें प्रमोशन की अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल सके. Reliable and simple source, because the employee have been associated with the organization for long time और they have been already working. उनके लिए कोई नया एटमॉस्फेयर नहीं है ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए भी ये इजी है बिकॉज दे डू नॉट हैव टू प्रोवाइड इंडक्शन ट्रेनिंग एंड ऑल दैट टू द न्यू. लाइक अगर बाहर से लेते हैं तो उनको ये सब प्रोवाइड करना पड़ता है, बट दे हैव ऑलरेडी दैट एग्जिस्टिंग एम्प्लॉय. सो प्रोसेस भी सिंपल हो जाता है क्योंकि एक्सटर्नल सोर्सेज में दे हैव टू एडवर्टाइज, then they have to call the candidates for test and interview, to conduct the test and interview. तो ये थोड़ा लंबा प्रोसेस है, बट इंटरनल सोर्स में ये सब नहीं करना पड़ता. तो उसी कारण ये चीपर सोर्स भी है बिकॉज दे डू नॉट हैव टू spend money on advertising, conducting test and interview, calling the professional psychologist test for psychological test and all that. Then shortage and surplus can be adjusted. जब एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में एक डिपार्टमेंट में अंडर स्टाफिंग है, दूसरे डिपार्टमेंट में सपोज ओवर स्टाफ्ड है, तो इंस्टेड ऑफ रिट्रेंचिंग द स्टाफ फ्रॉम द सरप्लस देयर इन द अदर ओवर स्टाफ्ड डिपार्टमेंट, दे कैन शिफ्ट, दे कैन ट्रांसफ़र देम टू द डिपार्टमेंट वेयर देयर इज़ शॉर्टेज और देयर इज़ अंडर स्टाफिंग. तो ये एडजस्टमेंट हो सकता है कंपनी के अंदर ही, किसी को रिट्रेंच करने की, टर्मिनेट करने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती उन्हें. बट डिसएडवांटेजेस आर ऑल्सो देयर. फर्स्ट डिसएडवांटेज इज इन ब्रीडिंग, बिकॉज देयर इज़ नो इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ न्यू फ्रेश टैलेंट और यंग ब्लड. सो देयर आर चांसेस ऑफ इन ब्रीडिंग इन द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. जो पुराने जो उनके व्यूज़ थॉट्स हैं वही चलते रहेंगे, नए आइडियाज़, फ्रेश इनोवेटिव आइडियाज़ नहीं आ पाएंगे कंपनी में. तो ये एक disadvantage है. Then complacency among the employees. Now the employees, when they know that they only are going to get promotion, so ऐसे सिचुएशन में उनको लेथार्जिक हो सकते हैं, वो अपने काम को बहुत ज़्यादा सीरियसली या बहुत ज़्यादा एफिशिएंटली करने की कोशिश नहीं करते क्योंकि उनको पता है कि प्रमोशन उनको मिलना ही है. तो दैट इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. Not for the new enterprise. This method cannot be adopted for the new enterprise because they do not have the existing employees. No competition. Now इनके अंदर में कंपटीशन की स्पिरिट भी कम हो जाती है क्योंकि कोई नयापन नहीं आता है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के अंदर. उनके जो पुराने तरीके हैं, तौर तरीके हैं, वो चलते हैं और कंपटीशन का स्पिरिट नहीं है, कोई डायनामिज्म नहीं है. तो दैट इज़ नॉट गुड फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन एंड इट्स परफॉर्मेंस. जो प्रोडक्टिविटी है वो हैम्पर हो जाती है, क्योंकि वो कॉम्पिटिटिव स्पिरिट के साथ, ज़्यादा एफिशिएंसी या इफेक्टिविटी के साथ काम करना पसंद नहीं करते हैं. सो that is all about the internal sources of recruitment. External sources we will take up in the next video lesson. Thank you. Keep learning. Happy learning. Keep watching Business Studies with Anubha. Thank you all.